Hey, what's going on everyone out there? It's VFM here, the epic one. Time for a brand new OTGT video for everybody out there now. This time I'm talking about Blacklight Retribution for the PC. Now, Blacklight Retribution is this type of like arena shooter type of game. Very similar to games kind of like, Team Fortress 2 in a sense, but with a very different aesthetic look, a different style, a different flair to it. So, I got a chance to play this. It's a free-to-play game. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description box so you guys can download it if you have a PC. You don't need a lot of stuff to run it. You do need some decent hardware. At least a good couple gigabytes. A couple gigabytes worth of RAM in order to run it smooth and stuff, as well as a subpar decent graphics card as well. But overall, the game, you don't need a huge amount of resources. This isn't kind of like, you're going to require crisis level type of, resources for your computer in order to play this game. But anyway, got a chance to play it for quite some time now. Pretty much, it's very straight up. They have all different types of arena, deathmatch, team deathmatch, and objective-based game modes, which you and some teammates could go in, try to compete against the other team, kill a certain amount of people, capture specific points, hold a specific point for a certain level of time. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. Overall, when I was playing online, depending on whatever internet connection you have, it doesn't, get really jaggedy. It doesn't get really crazy as far as lag or anything like that, especially if you're playing on the right server for your region. Because they have different listings for different regions of different areas in the world. I was playing on the US East Coast server, so it wasn't too bad. I was playing with people more locally near me. So overall, there's other couple of things that you should know about this game. One of the cool things about this is that when you're playing and, based on what you're doing, different objectives, or killing different people, or taking damage, or dealing damage for that matter, you accumulate these type of like CP points over the course of a match. Now, matches usually last from anywhere from like 10 minutes all the way up to like about 20 minutes, depending on what game type you're playing. They're really not that long, in the grand scheme of things. But over the course of playing through the match, you're getting these CP points. And what these CP points could be used for is that there's these different terminals that are scattered throughout the map, where you have the option, if you go to them, you could be able to refill your health meter, because as you take damage, there isn't no kind of like regenerating health. You could actually just go to these terminals and completely fill up your health bar. You can replenish your ammo for the different weapons and stuff of what you're carrying, or you could get any one of these special perks or whatnot that you customize yourself in the main menu in the customization screen. And some of the different things, could range from a variety of different things, including missile launchers, anti-personnel missiles, vehicle, an anti-type of like, artificial AI missiles. And also one of the big highlights of this game, which, some people have some issues with here and there, but they're really menial, is that you get the option to actually call in this kind of exoskeleton, this mech. For example, I believe you accumulate about 1,300 CP depending on what you're doing over the course of a match, and you go to an open area where there's no kind of like ceiling above you, and you call this mech, and once you get into it, you have both, missiles and a chain gun, that you use as you're walking around. It's just this big giant thing, which you'll be able to wreck a lot of different personnel on the other team. Really good in deathmatch game types. In objective, it isn't too well. It does get kills a lot and prevents the enemy from taking specific objective points and stuff. But mainly, you're going to want to use this during the course of a team deathmatch or a regular deathmatch game mode. Now, overall, again, the matches are fun, not a lot of lag. Pretty awesome. Some games could get up to, I believe, about 16 people. I could be wrong, give or take, depending on what game mode and what specific room that you're in. But here's another cool thing about this. This game, since it is free to play, a lot of it, really relies on microtransactions, meaning that, if you want to get specific weapons or specific looks or armor or perks for your character or just your avatar, which you're going to be using in the game world, you have to be able to either pay with it with game money, which you get every time you complete a match, whether you win or lose, you get specific type of game money, or you can actually spend real world money, actual, cash and stuff to buy specific items of what you want. Now, there is some type of questionable stuff because a lot of the items that what you have in there, you only get, if you buy with game money, which is, the actual kind of like, game money that you get from the matches and stuff. That a lot of the different items which you get, they're not permanent. They only have like a certain, time span of what they're when they're actually active. For example, if you buy this really, brand new gun that costs you like 2,000 CP or 3,000 CP, you only get to use it for like a couple days, all the way up to about 30 days. And if you want to get it permanent, you have to actually spend real money on the actual item. Now, Again, depending on how much you actually like this game or how much you're actually going to be willing to play, it is questionable if you're actually going to want to spend a lot of cash in this game, because the prices are somewhat expensive. I believe it's like, for every like couple bucks or whatnot, you get a certain amount of zenny or Zen or whatever they call it. That's kind of like, the term that they use to differentiate the game money and real money like that. So it is questionable. You would have to kind of, browse through the different shop stuff that they have there in order to kind of like see whether it's something you would be interested. But if you really want to get really in depth with the game, because some of the items, what they have and the different abilities of what they got really do some crazy stuff, you will want to kind of actually, explore it and things like that. Now, one con from that, which is a big concern from a lot of people, a lot of games like this, when it requires a lot of microtransactions, especially when it's kind of like arena PvP type of games, it usually becomes pay to win. A lot of people, get a real big, annoyance from that. However, as I was playing this game, and I knew, from different people that I was running into that, some people spent money on particular weapons, or I've been playing for a long time, a lot of the items aren't game breaking like that. So it's not like, one team has a huge, massive advantage over somebody else just because they spent some extra money on a particular item or weapon or whatnot. It doesn't get like that. It still heavily relies on skill during the course of a game mode or whatever you're doing during a match. So overall, the game is awesome. It's a cool, neat, free-to-play game that's a first-person shooter. Has a lot of elements that, are taken from other games like that. A lot of the originality is based on the aesthetic style, as well as, things like the mech and stuff, and also the microtransactions for the different items you get. But overall, the game is fun. I enjoyed it. I had a blast, and you guys should definitely check it out when you get the chance. Again, download link is in the description box below. Check it out. Give it a run for yourselves. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Leave your comments and video responses, guys. I don't mind. Just keep it civil. Let me know what you guys think of Blacklight Retribution. If you like it, hate it, have some things about it. If you're playing, share your different names on the actual game servers in the description box, or the comment box below. And I will talk to you guys again soon. So, I'm VFM. This has been a brand new OTGT video on Blacklight Retribution. I will talk to you guys again later soon. Peace out. Stay epic, everybody.